Now, our guest artists today are an unlikely yet very refreshing duo consisting of a young lady called Binx, who's a top-selling South African musician currently being played on radio stations nationally as well as internationally, and Nyamazane, who's originally from the Eastern Cape. Now, this is his stage name, which means animal. Now, he was originally a homeless child with loads of talent, and one day, the staff at the Miriam Makeba studios thought they heard somebody blasting a radio, only to find out that they had found someone with extreme talent who wandered into their studios. And he began playing his music on his old battered guitar. Now, they believed in his talent, took him under their wing, and since then, the two have been a very successful pair, performing at numerous events, including the inaugural South African Traditional Music Awards in 2011. It's great to have them here with us, Binx and Nyamazane. Molweni, it's good to have you guys here.
Hello, Kat. Thank you for having us. Amazing. It's so nice to meet you.
Now, Binx, I want to start with, how did the two of you get together, start working together, and especially collaborating on the song Bambanani?
Bambanani, yes. Well, I've always had in the back of my mind that I wanted to perform or collaborate with someone who had like strong Xhosa roots.
Yes.
Because it's just something different. You know, everyone's done the pop electronic dance, which is my genre. But I've always wanted, I've had it in the back of my mind, and then one day we heard about this guy and I was asked to sing at a Nelson Mandela Foundation. So then somehow everybody just managed to think, well, why don't we get the two of you together and see what happens, what magic you can make.
So, Nyamazane, bengifuna ukubuza ukuthi umyalezo wenu ne manicula le ngoma iBambanani, yini umyalezo wethu?
Buti sizama ukufaka nje ukubambana kubantu bakuthe South Africa, babe ngabantu abanye, kungabi namuntu kuthiwa lo inhlobo umuntu othile, lo inhlobo umuntu othile nje, sibe ngabantu abanye nje Africa nje ngoba sesisebenzisana nje kahle ngolhlobo.
So if I'm understanding, of course, it's about unity, hey?
Yes, basically what we wanted to portray to everyone in South Africa and in Africa is that no matter what genre of music you do, Maskhandi, Pop, doesn't matter what race you are, you can get together and make something really unique and beautiful.
Wow, amazing. So you guys got the privilege of performing at the very first South African Traditional Music Awards. That must have been quite a thing. Tell me about it, and how's the journey been for you?
Well, that was amazing because obviously we first started off, we were just performing at a small venue, then all of a sudden we were asked to perform there. And then there was a lot of rehearsal, there was a lot of getting together and practicing and sweating, and then finally when we were there we met a lot of dignitaries, and it was a huge event. SABC was there and the radio stations, and it was exciting for both of us because we were able to like dive down into like the South African roots and like the culture. For me, I've learned a lot because it's Maskhandi music. So
that is amazing. And so Nyamazane, kunjani ukube kule industry ucula uperforma everywhere?
Awubuthi wami ndiyonwabele kakhulu le ndawo ngikuyo namhlanje uthi ndiyakwazi ukuthetha nabanye nesininzi sabantu nje, ndikwazi ukubatyhilela izinto abangaziboni, ndikwazi ukubalumkisa ngabazibonayo ke sometimes. Sentho ndiyonwabele indawo endikuyo kakhulu.
Amazing. So he's very happy to be where he is. It's amazing to be able to use his talent to speak to thousands of people at a time, to show them, you know, what is out there in our country, which is, I mean, a beautiful music. But benifuna ukwazi ukuthi le gama le uNyamazane uthole kanjani?
Hey, kubuhlungu kakhulu bhuti wami, umculo uyindaba esolisa kakhulu. Eligama likaNyamazane ndisuka nalo uba ndikhe ndangumuntu okhe wahlala nasezitratweni, nditrashe uhlala ezitratweni ngolhlobo uba ndifuna uba nyhani mandizibone ndinguNyamazane nyhani originally. So ndikhe ndahambe ndingumuntu ohlala nasezitratweni ozihluphekelayo, ndizamana nomculo.
Wow. So, I mean, obviously, if I understood correctly, the question I asked was how he got the name of Nyamazane, which means animal, which is his stage name. And it's about back in his past when he was homeless, he was really likening himself to an animal, living that kind of lifestyle. But of course, he's very happy to be where he is right now, which is, I mean, it's an extraordinary thing that you guys have been able to achieve with this music.
Yeah, I'm really excited because, you know, working with someone like Nyamazane, when I first heard that we were working together, I was like, how is he going to be? How are we going to understand each other? And we clicked. Like, he's amazing. He was so shy at first, and now he's like really talkative and bubbly, and I love him so much.
Well, that's amazing. It just goes to show exactly what we as a country can achieve when we all just kind of get together and use what we have to bring ourselves forward. Amazing. Tune in or stay tuned rather, later on, Nyamazane and Binx later on will be performing their single or their song, Bambanani. It's going to be great to have them here performing live on Expresso.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.